had just graduated from the university. And what happened was that at the time that I started the business, I was thinking of what I was going to do with my life for like the next 5 years. And I was thinking of all the jobs and internships I had gone through because I grew up as an academic. So what my mindset was basically fixed on going to school, getting a good degree, and then landing a very, very good job. That was all I wanted in life. And then I decided to go into medicine. Unfortunately for me, the medicine did not work out. And then I switched to microbiology. So after I switched to microbiology, I had to do my internship at NMPC, Towers, NMPC Hospital, and another private hospital. And when I was there, I worked like a dog. In fact, I worked like a slave. So even a dog was living a better life than me at that time. I worked like a slave. I'll be in the office before 8 a.m. and then I'll leave by 5. And how much were they trying to pay me? 15K. And I thought that, oh, maybe it's because I'm an intern. I don't know if can everybody hear me? Okay. I thought that maybe it was because I was an intern. That's why I was going to be paid that little. And then asked the head of the lab how much she was being paid. And she told me, oh, my salary is 60,000 naira. And that's when it dawned on me that this profession is not leading anywhere. In fact, it's not going to take me far. So I actually was on my bed like 3 months before I graduated. I was looking at the ceiling. I was like, God, is it with this degree that I'm going to use to get a good job? Like, where am I even going to get a job that will pay me to satisfy my life? Some people are saying the volume is good. Some say it's not too good. So I'll just increase my volume, my voice, so that everybody can hear me. So after that, I prayed to God to show me a way out because I could not believe that this was what I was stepping into, the workforce that was waiting for me. So what happened was that, actually speaking, my father is the one that started the business before me. In fact, my father retired in the civil service. He was bored and he didn't have anything to do. In fact, he didn't know what to do next with, with his time. And what he was doing was staying in the living room. Time was passing him by till somebody sent him a text message and he was invited to see the business opportunity, and then he signed up. So what happened was that when he signed up, he told me about the business and he showed me everything that was going on in the business. And I said, don't do it. Oh, these people are scammers. So myself, I told my father not to do the business. And when I told him not to do the business, the man just kept quiet. He said nothing. And then he continued doing the business. Then after 2 weeks, he called me and he said, come and look at something. And what he showed me was encashments. And that's when my eyes opened because I could see Chakam, because he got a sign up within the first 2 weeks. He was already on fire. So he started signing up, and this was when my eyes opened and I said, you mean this business is real? And he said, wait, don't worry, check my account balance tomorrow, because he was just showing me the DTC. And I said, okay, maybe something is happening here. Then the next day, the man actually showed me his account balance and I saw credit alert. I said, wow. In fact, I just told my father, we had a secret agreement in my house. Nobody knew. I told him, I said, if you show me this business, me and you will do it together. And that's how I actually started. I didn't even need to go to BM. What I needed was just credit alert and I was sold. So I didn't even need to even go to BM. And when I started with the BOM, I started sitting down, watching the lectures, attending the classes. I was also attending the cell meetings. I was still very young. And then by the precious grace of God, within less than a month, I started my presentations. And that is how I actually started taking this business far. Now, when I started this business, obviously my story changed. But what I noticed, or what was very sad about the business is, or actually what was sad about reality, not even the business, was that I had to serve the following year. So by God's grace, in fact, I said, I don't need to go to any other big place because I could have easily decided to serve in another company to suffer me and pay me maybe just 15,000 naira. I decided to serve in the same office that my father opened. And that is how I did my youth service as a corper in this business. And when I went to camp, I was sad because it's very obvious that there's no job for anybody out there. Someone said, God points out, there's no job for anybody out there. In fact, if you want a job, you have to pay for it without the assurance that you even get the job. And a lot of core members, in fact, my camp, I don't know whether they were setting up for failure. They had to bring entrepreneurial studies. You know, it's bad when there's entrepreneurial studies and it means that there's nothing left for you in the future. So they now brought people to come and help us to make small chops. They brought people to come and help us to make beats. People taught us how to do, in fact, there was barbing. There was even barbing. Is that the future that Nigeria wants for our fellow youths? Is that really the future that our Nigeria wants for our fellow youths? Barbing and bead making. It will not take you far. It will not make you rich. So it was even then, I was even more serious about it. In my heart, I already made up my mind that this business is the only business that can even give me financial freedom. Because before I even went to camp, I had already started making my money and I already started enjoying the benefits of the business. When I went to camp and I realized that by the time I pass out, nothing is going to be waiting for me, I decided that no way, at this point, I'm going to be more serious. And by 2021, that's when I already decided, my father was already serious in the business, but I took it far and then I committed to it and I introduced my fellow co-members to the business. By the precious grace of God, I can say that my life has not been the same. By the precious grace of God, I've also married. Through the business, it also gave me the financial confidence and the stamina and the strength to marry. And then that's how I even began my life. So the business is amazing. The business is wonderful because it gives us youth the amazing opportunity to start something with our lives. Because genuinely speaking, there's nothing waiting for us out there. I'm saying youth because I'm still a youth in my eye anyways. Someone said marital freedom. I'm still a youth anyways. But by the precious grace of God, this business is what God has given to us in Nigeria. Because where will you see a business that will help people to be able to be free with their time, free with their finances, free with their health? You will not find this business any other place. You will not find it. Even if you want to Japan, go abroad, you will suffer. So the truth is that this business is for every one of us. It is for the youth, it's for the elderly. And I just want to encourage everybody that is on this journey that you don't give up. We shall make it. And by the precious grace of God, we shall all see our rewards. I don't want to waste too much time. And I believe that's the end of my story. I just want to thank our amazing leaders. I just want to thank our amazing leaders for this opportunity. I want to thank Dr. Mba for giving us this platform because it is not easy. One thing that drew my father and I to this business was the fact that they gave us proper lecturing, they gave us education, they informed us. This business is not deceitful, it is informative. So that's one thing I really, really appreciated. And that's why I even have more confidence to do the business, because I know that when there's a family, when people are being kept together, it means that you genuinely want people to grow and you want to drag them along. And I see that with everybody here. And I just want to appreciate the STAR team because I couldn't have imagined being in a business where I wasn't even in this particular team. And I want to thank everybody for listening to my very short but very amazing story. And I pray that God will see us through.
Wow. Let's celebrate Ambassador Miss